Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we're looking at IELTS again, the IELTS speaking test and vocabulary. So what can we do to get our vocabulary score up? Let's start. So today we're going to look at lexical resource, which is the IELTS way of saying vocabulary. And lexical resource is one of four things that are assessed on the speaking test. So here are some things we can work on. Range, effective use, collocations, connotations, so the meaning of words, and expressions and idioms. So first, let's look at range. So what does that mean? What does range mean? Well, basically, it means an area between the upper and lower limits. For example, age range, 18 to 30, temperature range, 0 to 40 degrees, price range. But in the test, it's about vocabulary. So we want to have the upper limits. So to get a good score, you need to use lots of vocabulary, as much as you can. So, for example, in part one, you have to talk about work, study, hometown, sports, etc. It's everyday topics. Part two, you're given a topic and you have to explain why. For example, please describe a movie you like, and then say, where did you see it? When did you see it? Blah, 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 and why you like it. And then part three, questions related to part two. So how can we use range? So for example, if you say in part one, oh, I think da, 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 part two, I think da, 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 part three, I think da, da, da. This is not a good way of showing your range. So what are some other ways to say, I think? Pause the video very quickly. Can you think about these here? It seems to, in my, as far as I'm yeah, so it seems to me, I feel, in my opinion, as far as I'm concerned, I believe. These all basically mean, I think, but in the test, you need to use more than just I think. However, you also need to think about effective use. So using your range of vocabulary effectively, correctly, in the right situation. So, for example, collocations. So in English, certain words collocate, go together naturally with other words. For example, have a shower, take a shower, not do a shower. Eat breakfast, have breakfast, not complete breakfast. So these are collocations. So have a look here. I love horror movies. I adore horror movies. I respect horror movies. I like horror movies. Which one doesn't collocate? What do you think? Yeah, so respect. Even though love, adore, respect, like, they are synonyms, respect is usually for people or organizations. It's not for things. So I love horror movies, not I respect. I met my friend, I met my mate, I met my buddy, I met my partner. Which one do you think? Which one sounds kind of different? Yeah, so mate, friend, buddy. Okay, they are the same. Partner can sound like a business partner, but it also can sound romantic. So again, it has a different meaning and the collocation is different. How about this? Strong rain, heavy rain, strong snow, heavy snow, strong sunlight. What do you think? Which collocation is more natural, more effective use? Okay, so usually heavy rain, heavy snow, strong sunlight, strong wind. If you make a mistake in the test and you said heavy sunlight or strong snow, the examiner will understand, but it's not natural, not so natural. So you lose points on effective use of collocations. So next, connotation, the meaning of words. So we looked at friend, buddy, mate, partner. Partner has a slightly different connotation. Sounds like a romantic partner or a business partner. So let's have a look. So in English, certain words have a positive, neutral, or sometimes negative meaning, even though they are synonyms. They have the same meaning, but they kind of sound different. So let's have a look. So we have 4 sets here: thin, skinny, fit, aroma, smell, stench, active, hyper, energetic, senior, old, experienced. Can you match these up? So for example, we'll do the first one together. Skinny can sound negative. Neutral, so not positive, not negative. Thin. Positive, fit. Pause the video. Can you do the other 3? Okay, let's check. So for smell, stench. Ugh, stench is negative. Smell, neutral. And aroma sounds positive. Oh, fresh bread. Oh, the aroma of fresh bread. Hyper can sound negative. Active, sound neutral. Energetic, positive. And then negative, old is negative. Senior, neutral. Experienced is positive. Of course, all these words, depending on pronunciation and context, can be changed to positive to negative, etc. So for example, if you go to a concert and like, oh, everyone was so hyper, maybe that's a good thing. So it can change, but that's what we mean. You need to really think about the connotation of the vocabulary you use and the context. Lastly, expressions and idioms. So using less common vocabulary and phrases and idioms, it can be a great way of boosting your vocabulary score, but don't forget effective use. So some students remember and memorize some idioms and try to use it in the test, but if it's not natural, if it's not effective, then it kind of means, yeah, it doesn't get you a good score. So I recommend not just memorizing lots of phrases and idioms with a big list. Learn them naturally. So read a lot, listen a lot, speak a lot. And as you are doing that, making notes and learning them naturally. So for example, oh, it's raining cats and dogs. That's an idiom which is in many textbooks, and it means raining heavily. It's raining cats and dogs. But do people use it naturally in real life? Not really. So effective use. You want to be effective with your vocabulary, your phrases, your idioms. And one easy way to boost your vocabulary score is to upgrade your vocabulary. So for example, very hot, very cold, very sunny, etc. Is there another word? Is there another word you can say instead of very hot or very cold or very sunny? So boiling, That's idiomatic. It's not literally boiling. The water's not boiling, but it means very hot. Oh, yesterday was so boiling. How about very cold? Freezing. Very sunny. Blistering. Very hungry. Starving. Very thirsty. Parched. So if usually you say very something, is there a better word? Is there an upgraded word you can use to boost your score? And if you want to make it even more emphasized, you can use the adverb absolutely. So for example, IELTS Part 2, describe a vacation you had. You can talk about your vacation and say, oh, it was absolutely boiling, but it was amazing because blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, in the description, there are some links to other videos I have to maybe give you some extra vocabulary. And of course, check out the playlist for the pronunciation video for the IELTS speaking test. And that's it for today. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye.